Blueprints is always so loud. The opening title stuff is before the volume change kicks in, so it should be appropriately volumed now. Which is also true for Monster Train too. Like when I first start that thing, the like initial logo pop-up is 100,000 times louder than the rest of the game. Hovel Toolshed Root Cellar. I mean, Toolshed. Get the 2 special items. Not what I wanted to see. There's other rooms I wanted to see here, but Toolshed's still good. Pick it up. Metal detector. More likely to find keys and money. Oh, we've never had this before. The first time you enter each green room, use water to gain a gem. Can we refill it? Like, we've added water to certain rooms in the house. Can we get more water? Since we have new friends here today, if you're unfamiliar with Blueprints, this is a roguelike puzzle game. And it is just layer upon layer upon layer of puzzles. And we're working our way through all kinds of them right now. What room are we gonna find here? Hallway's not a bad grab. Den's also pretty good. And I want to get early gems. Let's put the den down. Grab a gem. I don't believe there was anything else in the gem we were working on. You send them pizzas, they will be consumed. Man. That's why I was hoping for a sledgehammer out there. Alright, I don't need letters for any floor outside of the top 2 rows. Like, we need a letter here, 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 and here. That's it. Everything else is done. I don't want to use my gem when I only have 6. I do want a commissary later on, but after we make a little money. Bedroom. Like that tomato Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? One of my favorite movies. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Okay, I definitely want to draft the mailroom. It's a dead end. It's a terrible thing to draft here, but I'm doing it. It's only a matter of time. I already took a picture of that. We should do that if we find that room. My package? Packing slip Cinca Company. Date package 1125. K. Thompson, Department 604. Serial number 11577790. 1 brass compass, 2 gems. Shipped on 1125. Okay. Rooms that go north is handy. Less likely to have dead ends. There's nothing else in here. But I wanted to see what the package was. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting. Any items in here? Metal detector's not going off. I want a magnifying glass for this picture. We haven't had it for this one yet. What was that noise? Was that my computer making a noise? Was that the PlayStation? Was it the game? I am unfamiliar with that boop. That is a new one for me. Could have been a stream thing for all I know. Huh. We definitely don't want to throw the Nook down. That would be such a waste of the Nook. We'll just throw a guest bedroom down. The switch! Switch is not even turned on right now. I already read that letter. Nothing in here we need to figure out. The extra footsteps will help. We're going back now. The chapel would be nice. Throw the chapel down. Those open in both directions I want. Keys for sale, huh? I'll just get a key this way. But, before I go that way, I'm gonna make sure the chapel opens up at a convenient location. Hallway works. Drawing room's also pretty good. Let's do the hallway, because we already have the chapel and the nook going the other direction. Although 3 from the parlor would be good, but I want to keep going up. Now that I drafted that... Secret passageway lets me keep going forward. Nursery would be good too, though. Pop you down before I go in there. Swing into this room. Get my key. Nothing else in this room for us to figure out. Alright, secret passageway. What kind of room do I want? A hall would be best. Because theoretically I'd be able to go up and down over there. Green has a likelihood to be dead end. Bedrooms are very likely to be dead ends. Red's almost certainly a dead end. Not sure what this would do for me. Let's do the Halls of Holly. Yes. The aquarium's currently a power source. I think there's a normal hallway here. Ooh, coat check. Hello. Yes. Security key? Not gonna have the problem we had last time. Thank you very much. Much obliged, sir. You know I like going through doorways. Spare bedroom lets me keep going. Commissary? Spare bedroom. Reroll dice. Like to have those. Nothing else in this room we need. There are certain rooms I have not seen in a dog's age at this point. One gem for the courtyard. A watering can. Oh, a sledgehammer! I did a water. I don't know if a gem... Did I get a gem automatically? I wasn't paying attention to my gem counter. I assume we just grew a gem. And we have it. I don't have to do anything about it. What room had a box? It was the den, right? Way back earlier on? When we go back for that hallway, we'll head to the den for the box. What a surreal thing. It's a very surreal game. I'm gonna predict garage will show up. Oh my god. It's like I made this game. I do want 3 keys, and I'm happy to have a dead end here. He has the shining. Red rum! Red rum! Man, Dr. Sleep was so much better than it had any right to be. That was just a good movie. I rather enjoyed the Dr. Sleep movie. Ewan McGregor just did a stellar job in that one. I'm okay having a dead room there, because I don't need to go that way. And we'll be able to draft something interesting from the library. Books and periodicals requested this form may be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. I've read all these books. How do we get new books in the library? We've done the pump system. We've done the history of Orindia. We've done fixed stars. We've done Swimbird. I have no reason to draft any of these books. Request any of them. I don't believe we've ever filled every room. Have we read Drafting Strategy 3? I mean, whatever's on this paper, we have read before. This list hasn't changed at all. I mean, I'll put this one in and just put something in. I assume there's a way to get more things in the library. Freezer is a no from me, but the drafting studio is 100% a yes from me. Tomorrow you'll start with 1 key for each time room you draft. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. The Dovecote. The boudoir. Whenever you draw Dovecote while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. Oh my god, Dovecote. Dovecote, 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 Dovecote. Add this. Dovecote's been adding to the drafting pool. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! God damn it! No! No! God damn it. Alright, well. It's just like with the boudoir now. The last time I was in here, I saw that it had day 1 on Saturday. I didn't realize it was an interactable object. The fact that it's interactable changes a lot of things. i.e., the magnifying glass can be used here. More importantly, there are 4 trees. 3, 4, 4, 2 is a very possible code. And there is a safe that you need the magnifying glass to interact with. And it's on a calendar filled with dates. Son of a bitch. 1107 didn't work. There's also a large possibility that a magnifying glass would show us something else going on in here, but a calendar is filled with dates. I'm guessing this is how we open that safe. But we don't have a magnifying glass, so we will not be interacting with that. The thing is, all of the combinations, as per the message we have deciphered, we need dates to crack safes. But the interpretation of dates is different for each one so far. I mean, we've only had 2, but one was, look at a picture, it's Christmas Day. The other one was, whatever day it happens to be, having a code off a calendar featuring dates would probably go. Do I want to use a key here? Yeah, sure. That's Johnny Appleseed Day, by Jove! I'd rather not dark room. That's our last gem, though. I'd also rather not lose all my gems. You know what? We have 2 doors down below. We're at 53 steps. I'm confident we'll draft a bedroom along the way. Oh yeah, we could break that box open now. Well, there's one tree on a hill, bricked off. Just like in the stories. Entrance hall. I just want to go back and crack that box open. Oh, totally worth it. Good night, Nara. Sleep well. Pleasant dreams, Nara. There, where the hell's the money? Whenever we draft a... Oh, but the breaker box is exactly what I was looking for that dark room. Gymnasium off, darkroom on, garage on. Now we have outside as well. You know what? Crack that open again. Come on. Okay, more detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Annoyingly, we need to find a computer so we could read the email for the more detailed instructions. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red activator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th, so we have to make everything purple except for one of them. Wait, 1, 2. 1, 2. What the hell did it say? Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator. Alright. Blue next to red. How do we get to blue? We've done blue and purple before. Now I don't remember. There we go. Purple. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Purple. 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 Alright, we made them all purple. What's that do for us? I guess we leave them all purple, right? We just leave them purple. I don't know what that did. We don't have the detailed instructions yet. Let's see. Parlor, corridor. Ooh, drawing room. Let's pop a drawing room down. There you go. I feel like we need to read the email. I don't know. Without the detailed email, I don't think we know what the objective is. We just made the all purple because that was the last part. Can you make it look like the bottom line? We did right before I made it purple. I think it's just letting us know, like, you need 5 purple to make the last one activate. Which is what we did. I could go in that direction. I went the opposite direction, but we could go in that direction. Oh, here's the other one. Where's the beep beep? There it is. Wasn't there mention of white? Nope. There 'twas not. Okay. Is there anything else in this room for us to read? I am now convinced that the locks for the safes are self-contained to the rooms. The solution has to be with the paintings in some way. And you swear there was a white? I don't remember seeing white at any point. Is there really nothing else to read in here? Okay, okay. There's a lady. The lady picture is the one that was covering it. How many ladies are there? 1 lady? 2 ladies? 3 ladies? Oh, that lady's facing a different direction. That lady's facing a different direction too. How many ladies are facing the right way? The picture way. Looking to the left. 1 lady. Looking the wrong way. 2 ladies. Or maybe it's just all ladies? I need more information. 1 lady, 2 lady. 3 lady, 4 ladies. There are 4 ladies. And then we have men walking with their stupid top hat and their stick. And then there's hunched over men. Would it be counting how many dudes, or would it be counting how many paintings of dudes? There was a note about commissioning drawings for every room in the house. Yes. The paintings in every room are in regards to the secret code for, like, every room has a letter, which is this one. We only have a few rooms left at the very top. But the message is blank blank, small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. But these are paintings of people. These aren't dates. Is there some sort of wordplay with a gate and a date? Wait. Wait! Small gates. Small gates. We're looking for small gates. How many small gates? The ones with people with umbrellas, they have a small gate. Horses are long gate. Man with ball is big gate. These are long gates. We're looking for gates. So small gates. We have 4 ladies. They have small gates. And now how many dudes are there? The small gate dudes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, the letters are important. Small gates, baby, small gates. I thought they all had to do with dates. I still don't know what the beginning of small gates is, because we are missing 2 lines, but small gates was enough. This is the only room with stupid walking gates. 6. Beautiful. Gate is a fence door, you stupid idiot. The thing is, the spelling is the wrong spelling for gate, but, like, why not roll with it? It's the only thing in this room that we have to grasp is measurement between footsteps. But what's that have to do with dates? Dearest Mary, I know the events of the past year have catapulted you into a world you may not be ready for. It's cruel, the way time rips through our lives, leaving them barren and fruitless like wind-scarred plains. Throughout this all, I know your principal concern has always been Simon. You didn't need to confide in me yesterday for me to realize that fact. Everyone who knows you understands this. I will take full responsibility to ensure that regardless of how your current project pans out, Simon is shielded from any fallout and, God forbid, repercussions. A child should never suffer the inequity of their parents. I, of course, write you all of this in the hope that I can set your mind at peace when imagining the worst-case scenarios. Not because I think such an outcome is likely. No, Mary. I have few apprehensions and fewer fears. Assuming everything goes according to plan, you should be reunited with Simon again before his 10th birthday. And while 2 years might seem like an eternity to a mother, I've always heard the days pass by more quickly in the East. As for me and you, I have already come to terms that our meeting yesterday was very likely our last. I am too old, too stubborn, and too engorged to ever leave this place. I am too attached to the home our family has built up, and those hallowed masturbatory halls that I like to wank in. Room by room, yes, every room I have masturbated in, I have a strong premonition I will be buried in red soil, under red flags. Red soil, red flags, that just seems like something we should take note of. A compromise I know you yourself would never accept. It's been a joy watching you grow up and getting to know you. Your mother and I spoke of little else during your school days. I know she'd feel the same bittersweet pride I feel now. to see you following in your father's footsteps and making the same sacrifices he did. Farewell, my marigold. We may yet meet again. Your Uncle Herbert. Alright, this is a room we never need to worry about again. When we first were in here, it's like, oh, some of them have lines, some of them are big, some of them are small, but it wasn't until we had small gates finally unpuzzled on this big old spreadsheet that it clicked. I still don't know where some of the other safes are, though. 3 keys. Let's see about this one. Ah, your mother's an anarchist jewel thief. We'll use the key to go this way first. I'm hoping for security. I want to read the email. Storeroom, closet, parlor. Parlor's nice. I could use more gems. But we could also redraw. I should probably take advantage of the fact that we have this option. We've turned off the gym, so we could walk through here without a problem. But this is just future gems. But more rooms is more fun. Anti-monarch bastards. That's a show I really should watch. I should watch Venture Brothers. I never finished the Venture Brothers. People talk about that show like it is the single greatest television experience of all time, and I would like to be a part of that. Walk-in closet gets me 4 items, and they could be gems. We get a cupcake? A key? Is that the deposit box key? And 1 gem. Alright, we got our gem back. So... it paid for itself gem-wise. And we got some steps out of it. I should draft another green room soon, though. 2 gems. I really want the passageway. I got 4 rerolls. Let's do it. Okay. Commissary. Ooh, but dining room. Let's go with the commissary. We know there's a sale today. Remind me. Commissary be closed, day 12 to 16. Red notes are lies. We got the password already. But we know there's a 50% off sale. For 2, I get a gem, a shovel, magnifying glass. Yes, give me the magnifying glass. A set of 4 gems for 5. That's pretty good. And the shovel. Oh, baby. And give me another gem. Tremendous. Tremendous. Hell. Give me another gem. Okay, this is big. I gotta get back over to the drafting studio. This is huge. Not to mention the courtyard has multiple digging spots. This is turning into a hell of a day. Pantry lets me keep going. Security is another thing I want. Security, please. Keycard access. Security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be likely locked. That is a true note. We have the password. Email. 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 Last password. Email. Watch it be The Office. Only The Office lets us do email. All the gemeralds you could eat. Email. Permissions this terminal do not allow access to email. The Office, it's not a surprise. Like, the reason why it's in my head is I vaguely recall, like, I think that's the only place I could do email. God damn it. But you know what? We have a key card. I'm setting security to high. That's just free keys. Might as well keep going this way. And then the office showed up. Amazing. It's incredible. It's like it was meant to be. Hello, office. So this is another room with a safe. And again, I am now convinced the solutions are in the rooms. But I don't know where to begin with this one. Email first, but I guess we'll also open this. The last one, painting of a lady, was important. So maybe the busts are important? At least any book titles matching these. Queen, Count, Lord, Baron, Major. Books? Alright, we have books, there are busts. Something involving those is the password. Antechamber and lever is broken. Let's do email first. Log in the network. Email. Email. All those titles are descending importance. There are 4 lines. Black blocky thingy look like numbers? Maybe. We're gonna have to look at all the walls before we leave this room. Okay. And Babbage next week. You have not left me any instructions for the following week, and you know how much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decided of definite plans for the holidays, please pass a message to me, either through Hartley, who is valeting you for the weekend, or if you absolutely insist, through this confounded electronic typewriter. So I think the fuse box stuff, this is the important bit. Yes, that is the correct functionality. Also, when you're out here next week, please test that the correct sequence is off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Thanks for due diligence on this project. Dear Herbert, we just want to let you know the changes requested to your will have been implemented and notarized. If your premonition, God forbid, should ever bear fruit, rest assured your plans will be executed down to the last detail. VAC indicator lights installed per instruction have been turned on. However, it should be noted that the white indicator is only displayed after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. If this is not the desired functionality, let us know and we will fix it next week. So we have to do all purples before whites. We left them all purple. We now have a sequence. My god. Today's a hell of a day. Log out. No, wait, log back in. Spread gold in the estate. Wow, did it put gold in the room I'm in? My god! The maids in this place are ninjas. Four red, 1 black. I don't know what that indicates. Who's behind your ear all alone? Okay, some of these books are black. Like black. Like suspiciously so. Like they stick out black. Maybe red and black is what we're looking for? But why 4 red, 1 black here? I don't know. I think that's true. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing. I'm not sure if the last title's in Dinby Heavings. But, like, the books that are black are very prominently black. Like, stick out black. March is a month. March is a month! And we know dates are important. I like that. I like that a lot. March is a date. Count is counting. I doubt there's 4 digits worth of black books in the room, though. So, like, what other numbers are we gonna solve with this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Oh, the black books on each wall! Smart. Which wall's the first wall? How do we sync with... Oh. Hand pointing to the left. Alright. I think we start here. Because this is where it started. I'm guessing this is... Do you think this is part of this wall? Or part of this wall? Little curved corners throw things into question. Crap. I guess we'll start here. 1, 2. 3. 4? What do you do with ones in a corner? What do you do with ones in a corner? Trying to think of a calendar when a one's in a corner. It just stays there, right? One, 2, 3, 4. So that's a 4. Then 1. Maybe 0, 3 a number of black books. Maybe we can give that a try. Let's just do all the black books to start. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I started here, right? 0, 3, 14, maybe? Alright, not 0, 3, 14. It's possible I counted the books wrong, because I don't know where I started. Alright, we're gonna start right here. 1, 2, 3. I think there was 15? Maybe I miscounted? Nope. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think it's 15. I'm pretty confident there's 15 of them. Could do 1503. Oh yeah, on or off the desk too. March of the Count. What if we do the busts? 0, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shit, again, I gotta pick a starting point. I mean, I have a thing I'm allowed to look at. Take a quick little peek. Yeah, start with the pointing hand. Alright, pointing hand. Nothing to the right of this matters, only left. 1. Two. The 3. The 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. That's true. Does the queen count? Nope. The 1 queen bus supports my 4 red lines. Alright, let's ignore the queens this time. I don't know how many there were. March around the room and count the different types of busts. Alright, we have funny hair bust, grandpa bust, queen bust, funny hair bust, funny hair bust, grandpa bust, funny hair bust, a unique bust, a unique bust. There's 4 different types of busts. Right? 1 queen. Bustin', bustin', bustin'. Alright, starting with funny hair bust, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 funny hair busts. Somewhere else in the game it probably explained to us which ones are which. There's a lord, a baron, a major, and a queen. There's 1 queen. Question is, who's the baron, who's the major, who's the lord? Ponty! Whichever one has 3 is the count, do you think? How many count busts? I mean, we counted all the busts. There's only 4 types of bust in the room. Let's see. For Queen, there is 1 bust. For funny hair, there are 4 of them. This is funny hair. Grandpa. 1 grandpa. I think there's just 1 grandpa, right? Yeah, grandpa has the full mustache and beard combo. Which means there's just 1 of him. Oh, actually, this guy has a different hairstyle. There might actually be 5. 5 different boosts. Shit, yeah, there are. 0304? I see what you're getting at. I don't think it'll work, but let's try. Nope, no good. Yeah, the one other safe is Funny Hair Man. There are 4 of him. And then there's 1 grandpa. I think we discount 1 of them. And that's the one in black. Then we have... we'll call him Mustache. 1 mustache. 2 mustache. There are 2 mustache. And then there's this man. I forget what this kind of hairstyle is called. I'll just make him X. That doesn't matter. Dr. Chops. Yeah, Dr. Chops. 1. Just 1 Dr. Chops, is that right? Mutton chops are, just on the side. Once it connects, I think that's a different hairstyle, right? There can only be 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are there really 9 different stashes in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, alright. We know what the queen is. There's 1 queen. I'm not sure who the count is, but there's no 3 of any counts. Someone's a lord, someone's a baron, someone's a major. If we could figure out which one's which. But 1, 4, 1, 2, 1. Those are the numbers we have. Aren't the red ones all lies? I don't know. It's supposed to be red post-it notes, not red text. Red post-it notes. Sure are a lot of red herrings in this goddamn room. Checking any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Fly to the Queen, march the Count, follow the Lord, passing the Barons. Try 0303 or 0305. Alright. Nope. 0303. Oh! 0303! Well done, Gompa. So March was the important part. Ha! Ah ha ha. Eight. Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all our demands. Where did the 3 come from? There are 3 unique statues that only have one of themselves. Or there are 3 count busts. But no, we have 1 queen, 4 fancy hairs, 1 gentleman I was calling him, 2 of the moustache man, and then 1 of the fancy handlebar. But those are 3 unique busts. That's where I was getting the 3rd. Have a good night, Brewhark. You know, that works too. Yeah, if we're looking at this, how many of these, not counting this one, that also gets us a 3. Oh, you know what? Those guys are huge and the rest are small. So, like, how many copies of this? How many copies of this? There are no copies of this. There's 1 queen, but we don't care about that. And then there's 3 of these guys. 1, 2, and 3. I could see that. I accept that. Given 10 more minutes, we would have eventually looped around to that option. Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all our demands, not involving the police, and allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope, given how much you masturbated in public. And while I'm guessing you had once hoped to never hear from us again, once we had given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited, given the circumstances. Hopefully, you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence, this incriminating, should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You are already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there had been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of these points, and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may believe you interpreted as thinly veiled threats toward your young nephew, I want to personally assure you there was never any tangible danger. He would have lost, at most, a couple of fingers. Really character growth, if anything. If we gave any impression we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects, because he would be missing a nose and an ear. And yes, while we admit our word choices might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there's nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of these funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We want it on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, except for all the ways that we are in fact superior. And we are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to, and you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you'll never hear from us again, except for the gentle sound of us masturbating behind the walls of your home, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever Anonymous X. You could look it up, Panda, but don't tell me anything. I'm happy with our janky solution of, using dates to get March and then just counting shit until we got it right. No complaints from me on that front. If you enjoyed our extortion, please leave a review on Yelp. Hoping to extort you again soon. Alright, pantry, kitchen, boiler room. We have 4 gems. Pantry lets me grab a couple of fruit. Kitchen lets me buy some food, but I only have $6 left. I have 3 rerolls. You know what? Let's do a reroll. Yeah, tripping on the mortar counts. And some of those are wrong. It took less than 20 tries. We had enough information. Sometimes that's how puzzle games go. I still have 1, 2, 3 doors I could open. Which means I would like more rare and unusual rooms, please. We have the drawing room still, and dark room. I need to go back to the utility closet, so I'm happy to draw a dead end here so I could pass the utility closet. I have 2 gems. Sorry, 3 gems. Water something. 4 gems. 5 gems. Puzzle box! This is a new room for me. I haven't been in this one before. Mr. Nagula, Anne wanted me to remind you once again that it is expected of you to keep the grass in the cloister cut and the trees trimmed. I have a feeling you may have forgotten how to open the cloister wall again. So to save you some stern words, I decided to draw you a little diagram to help you out. Who knows, maybe this time it'll stick. Sympathetically, Bridget. Cloister grounds access. While face to face with the angel, press the base of the 2 pillars on either side of a bitch. Finally, we're in. That's big. I've been wanting to get in there for ages. We passed through it many times. Okie dokie. If we click the green here, nothing happens. We click you, nothing happens. If we click the yellow, nothing happens. Alright, yellow always goes up, doesn't come back down. Wait. And we want every corner to be green. So yellow's able to go up. And at what point do we cycle it around? Does it go corner to corner? Alright, we can jump from corner to corner. And if we send that up, green, 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 green. More allowance. It's fun figuring out what the rules are of those. Now back down we go. Alright, gotta get back to the utility closet. Guess that's our next puzzle we now have more information on. Just wasted a step, didn't I? Were you binking before I entered the room with it? God damn you. Okay. Off. Blue. Green. White. Red. Purple. So this one needs to be... God damn it! It stays white if you make it white? That one needs to be blue. That one's off. Off. Blue. This one needs to be green. This one needs to be white. Shitty gumdrops. Yeah, I gotta do the white one first. Forgot about that part. Okay. White is this one. That one's white. This one needs to be off. This one's blue. This one's green. This one's reds. Ho ho! What do we have here? Oh. Oh, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. The Gemstone Cavern has been permanently unlocked and added to the campsite. Starting tomorrow, you start each day with 2 more gems. We got another permanent unlock out of that. The Wank Cave! I knew it wasn't legend! I knew it was true! They told me I was crazy to believe in the Wank Cave, but I knew the Wank Cave was real. It's the mansion's hidden Taco Bell. The dining room. This is a pretty good time to grab the dining room. Never been in the wine cellar, though. But this lets me keep moving forward. But the wine cellar. Have I been in the wine cellar? I wish there was an indicator if a room was brand new or not, because I can't remember. We have 5 gems. I don't need the gems. But a wine cellar might have new stuff for us. Have we been in a wine cellar? We still have 2 doors we could open at the dark room. And we have 31 steps. The problem is, how many steps do we need to go back for? In order to get to the dark room, we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps? That's not too bad. Alright. I think it's a new room. Let's go for it. So these bottles are open. What the hell? This is terrible. I think we have been in the wine cellar. This does look familiar. Is that important? I don't know. Carefully now, drink all the wine. It'd be a shame to waste it. Well, we better draft that kitchen real soon, the dining room real soon. Because we'll have 20 steps when we get back to where we're going. But the courtyard has a lot of digging spots for us. We might actually be okay. Metal detector, why are you blinking at me? Why are you making ding-dings at me? Yep, and then up to the courtyard. We might get a turnip or two this way. That would help. Turnip! Called it 6 steps. Turnip! It's a coin. We could open the garage door, but the outside room will always be there, so it's not important. I wish I knew how to get more books. I've read every one of these books already. We have the magnifying glass. Yes, 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 yes. I'm thinking it's the apples. Whether or not they're fallen apples or not, we'll puzzle out, but we're gonna try all the apple counts. The fact that it's interactable makes me think this is the key. Three, 4, 4, 2. We'll try that one first. 3, 4, 4, 2. Not 3, 4, 4, 2. 4, 4, 5, 2? That's not it. Or maybe it's 11 for November and then the number of apples? Or the number of the trees? So 11-5? 11-0-5? What about 11-0-4? Nope. Is there anything else on this that we could find information? Day 1? Maybe 11-0-1? It wasn't 11-0-7, I tried that. I feel like the apples are an important hint. Whoa, wait. Gates? There are gates here. They're small gates! They're small gates! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gates? But I already tried 11-0-5, right? No, 6! There's 6 gates! No, there's more than 6. There's... Alright, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 gates. Oh my god. This one didn't come with a gem? Messed up. Wait. God damn it. Uncle, in a few hours we are departing. As planned, we will be taking the old Mountain Way tunnels to the north. We'll go as far as we can by trolley until the rails give out. Then we'll proceed on foot until we reach the southern border. I've never been as excited, nervous, and heartbroken. I may never know if I've made the right decisions, but I've made the ones I felt my father might have nodded in approval at. I'm leaving a message for Simon here in the safe house. This unhallowed cavern that we have called home for the last year. If something should happen to me, please guide him to this place. Try to show him what those lost days were all for. Like, it looks like there's more pages. How do I, like, switch pages here? To the Wank Cave! Oh, I can't read the red notes whenever I want. Okay. There we go. That was weird. Explain to him, if you can, the intersection between foolishness and doctrine. The thin wire we stood upon above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holding hands and throwing stones. In those days, we were guilty of everything. As always, Mary. There we go. Now we got to read the full letter. Okay. This is a beast of a day. Lockpick set. Nothing else in here. I set security to high. Come on, game. Conference room. Whenever you would be spread through the house, they're spread here instead. I got 2 rerolls, but the conference room lets me go up, and that's fine enough for me. And now that we're way up here, if we're gonna spread something, why not put it here? Alright, I'm not gonna use my lockpick yet. I don't think there's anything in the conference room I needed to figure out. Ooh, an orange, though. Pantry curves in the right direction. The pool is pretty nice. Let's plop the pool down. Come on, get the skimmer net. I'm sure that's an important item. Thank you, security door. Tomorrow you start with an extra 20 steps. The patio curves into the foundation, but in a dead-end kind of way. We have to pass back through the conference room, so all those gems will be waiting for us there. Yeah, sure. Well, hold on. The patio will not have a letter. And this is one of the few places I need a letter. You know what? I'm gonna re-roll this one. Whenever you draft a green room, 2 gems will sprout in the room. Major key and a minor key. That I could accept. I need more keys. Do you need to get at the backside of the foundation again? I don't think so. It's a prism key. If you unlock a door with the prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you'll draw floor plans of the same color. It's just a key. That works for me. What is... No, we don't have to do it anymore. Like, just once was enough. I got excited, but like, yeah, that's the thing we used to get the elevator going. We need the basement key, but we still don't know what the basement key is all about. A box or a crate. Chart. Yeah, we do need the letter here. Charts is a word. That's a chart. That's not a cart, though. Crate. Box. Graph. Chart. I don't think it's rate. I mean, it could be. It could be crate and rate. It'd be a C and the next letter's an O. It's not impossible. Ooh, create and crate? There'd be an E before an O? I don't know. Graph. Chart. Best I got is, like, crate and rate. It is a rate, it's going up. A C's not impossible. C, O, blank, N, blank. If we can get to the room to the right of Foundation, that would help us figure out. I'll put a tentative C here. We still don't know if the Foundation's an O. That's the other thing. The Foundation doesn't have a letter, but underground there was a letter. If that letter actually does stand for the Foundation, then it is an O. Alright, Pool, don't fuck me. What was that noise? Oh, we got rotate floor plans. That's fun. I mean, this gets me into the Foundation, which is exactly what I want right now. I don't think I've been to the foyer before. I want to go into the Foundation, but this is good too, and I have the gems for it. This is a new place. New place is important. We're on this layer, so yeah, we're fine here. It's tie-in time is happening. Would you look at this? This would have given us all the information we needed. It was count. Count Isaac Gates. Count the gates. Yeah, this is all we needed. We've never been in this room before, but this would have solved the equation. We just brute forced it, though. Major Nicholas Key. Baron Thomas Sinclair. Lord William Epson. Well, new rooms are good. I have one reroll. Observatory lets me go in the direction I would like to go. So I think we're placing the observatory here. Fingies. Tell me, stars, what do you have? Dead-end rooms are more common today. Oh, great! That's super. Probably should have looked at the book instead. Boiler room is pretty nice here. Just because it gets me in the Foundation. Guess I could re-roll. Like, we're not getting into the antechamber. We haven't found a bunch of the rooms we need for that. I guess we re-roll and hope. Alright, we won't be going to the Foundation today, but the aquarium gives us more room to drift. Watering can. You got nothing, sir. Good day, sir. The pump room, which goes up. The study or the freezer. We would be able to freeze and start the next day with 2 gems and 15 coins. We also need the letter in this room we're in, the aquarium. Oh, we have to make this choice. Do we want to draft potentially 1+ rooms? Or do we want to freeze our account so we have a good start next time we turn this on? Like, we're not gonna get that many rooms after this. We would need a right-facing room. Get 2 gems from the Wank Cave. You'll start with 2 gems anyway. Yeah, but next time we would start with 2 gems, we would have 4 gems to start. And 15 coins, plus our allowance. So we get 8 coins. It's not like the best freeze, so yeah. We might as well keep going. It was just worth considering. Plus, we do need the room next to the antechamber's letter. Alright, the letter's in here. What do we got? The shit is that? A house and a hose? You? House and hose, right? You is making me a little concerned. No, it's gonna be a T. To the right of pump room has to be T, so that has to be a count. Alright, I'm pretty sure the message is, if you count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. I think that's what we got here. No, probably if ye count small gates, because antechamber doesn't have a letter. If we have a Y above the pump room, that all but seals it. Well, those rerolls let us give a few college attempts, so yeah. Good old college tries. Alright, so a storeroom, a billiard room lets us keep going. So I think that's what's going down. Fire, flame, wheat, and heat. I thought it was gonna be a Y, but a we works if we count. If we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. That was the message. There's technically still a letter for us to check out at some point. If we can get to the right of pump room, we could confirm that. I don't need the keys, but we could suffer for a second. 2. 6. That's 5. Plus 4. Wait, what? 6 minus 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9, divided by 5? Is purple divide or multiply? Shit. Yellow subtract. Oh, that's multiply. Right. Alright. 20 divided by 5. Where's 4? It's a lot of lights. 3, 7. Wait. Starting with 12. Good lord, there's so many lights on. Start from the middle of work out. So 12 minus 11 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2 times 4 is 8. 2. Up. What room am I in? Billiard room. Use a key. Closet. Conservatory works. Alright. We already know this is an E. A broken handle. Bit late. Drafting locations. West wing only. Garage. West wing hall. Her ladyship's chamber from south-facing doors. East wing only. East wing hall. Master bedroom. Other special cases. Conservatory. Only draftable in a corner. Bookshop. Only draftable from library. Interesting. Sorry, I was just saying out loud, like, I want workshop to be more common because it's not a dead end and it's useful. And I don't care for bedroom closet specifically because it has to be drafted on a bedroom for the good stuff, and I run into it all the time and I rarely take it because it's a dead end. So we'll make that slightly more rare. And I'll leave conservatory as is. But thank you for pointing out I was muted. Just know you weren't missing anything too exciting. I was just thinking out loud. Alright. Also, hello there, Baronex. Do I have to choose one? No, I think all 3 were allowed to change. Doesn't mention 1 anywhere. Permanently adjust rarity and rates that determine how often floor plans are drawn. So yeah, this one is now commonplace. Drafting cost. Oh, I spent the gems to do it. Yeah. It all worked out because I spent money. We had all those gems. I think we're good there. Alright, study. Ah, damn, I spent those gems. Can't go into the showroom now. But we can reroll. The East Wing Hall. Means the doors will be unlocked. Of the door. Just to confirm our suspicions. What floor are we on? What room, rather? I believe this is the letter T. Can we make that happen? Sage? Or stage? No. Plan and plant, yeah. That's a T, alright. If we count. We got it. If we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. We got it. We got it! I've been tuning your streams here and there for a while. Enjoy the types of games you play. I've been playing a lot of Blueprints myself. Ah, I'm glad you've been enjoying. It's a good game. I'm pulling my hair out with this guy. Good. Remove more hair. Become smooth. The bunk room, the mage chamber curves. That's all that matters. I think we've got our last couple of rooms. We managed to go all the way to the very end. Duck. He looks a bit like a Goomba now. Smooth and perfect. The statue. I was hoping to draft the room that I wanted to open the stupid center of, but alas. Was that Vladimir Lenin? The Dovecoat's back. Damn it, Hall of Mirrors, this is not the time for you. We've never been in the Dovecoat, though. Maybe we just go in there to check it out. Yeah. You were watching the recording, you couldn't pipe in? It all worked out. Dovecoat. Ah, the Dovetorium. A rock. Some pebbles. Some coins. A gem. Dear Mother, if you're reading this, that means Junie made it home safely. I imagine he's going to be quite tired after such a long flight, so I made sure he gets some treats and rest. School's going well, though I do miss you terribly. Unfortunately, even though the dean gave me permission to keep my birds here on campus, I'm afraid it's getting a bit too cold for them as the semester marches on, so I've made the decision to send them all home before the winter months arrive. All that to say, I expect some more letters soon. Dotingly, Mary. Dearest Mother, this should be the 5th letter you received from me this month, though I know statistically it's very unlikely that every single member of my flock has found their way home. And please, please don't tell me if they didn't arrive. It's going to be hard enough now that I am truly on my own. In other news, my class has been engaging, and I am slowly making friends, so please ignore the dramatic despair of my previous letter. Things are indeed looking brighter, but I still maintain that 3 years is too long a time to be away from home. Herbert, thank you so much for your gift of wedding doves, whom I, of course, recognized immediately. And yes, I got the hint. So here's your letter. I know it's long, long overdue. The Mayhew life suits me, I think. Not that I didn't love Mount Holly, of course, but after years of being confined to a tiny dormitory, the small place Daniel and I have picked out in Reddington feels more like a stately manor. Once we've finished unpacking and setting everything up, I'll insist on you making an exception to your reclusive lifestyle to come. Share a meal and admire our somewhat less impressive but much more personal view of the town. Thanks again for the card, Mary. We're returning east and should arrive on Tuesday. If coast is not clear, lower the SD to warn us. Some dirty-ass paper she was writing on. Anything else in these cubies? Alright, and with that we have reached the end. Flush dirty-ass paper. Hard to say if that's Mary sitting down, but probably. It's either Mary or the lady that wrote the books. If we can make it to the garage and the number of steps we have. It's gotta be a lot of steps to get there. Could be Lady Epson, yeah. Oopa doopa doopa doo doo doo. Ba da ba ba. Let's see. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. I guess we go out the garage. We have less steps to take. Okay, quick little gander at the cave. Seven. Six. It could be a Sasquatch. We're gonna find out. The Gematorium. Here's the last of the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're gonna need more than this, especially if we're gonna limit excavation to 2 stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls. So I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. Managed to remove all but 1 minecart from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use to us up here. So Dave went ahead and made the call to scrap them. Not sure that the foreman's going to be too happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. Now there's still 1 more cut down there, but it's locked on a short track and way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest some move it to the other side if they can get over there. Boss informed me there are 2 other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're going to leave that for someone else to finish up. The old man really wants it done. So the takeaway from that is there's something blocking the path, but we can't do anything about it from here. Alright, 1 flame left to go. So imagine it's either the other underground thing or the other metal door. Well, conveniently, I'm at my campsite. Might as well call it day right here. Now my food's waiting for me. Look, nighttime! It does have a day-night cycle. This would have been handy when we were trying to figure out what the hell day we were on. And whether or not it was AM or PM. Well, that was a hell of a day. We accomplished quite a bit. Son of a bitch. We forgot to do something important. God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would take 5 steps. Not counting the outside steps. Oh well. Coat check is gonna be empty. Nothing in coat check. But all the same, call it a day. Just a nice light 11-hour stream by mistake. Save and quit. That's the longest day we've ever had. I forgot to look at what the day was called. God damn it. Oh well, I'm just starving. I'm dying over here, man.